Halle Berry is getting brutally honest about something that, honestly, a lot of people might be too embarrassed to admit. Her confession has sparked a much bigger conversation about relationships, intimacy, and putting your partner's feelings before your own. Welcome to Shine My Crown, where we bring you the latest celebrity stories, entertainment news, and conversations that really get people talking. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to Shine My Crown and turn on your notifications so you never miss a story. The Oscar-winning actress revealed that when she was younger, she sometimes pretended to reach sexual satisfaction just because she wanted the experience to end. And now, at 59, Halle says she no longer plays that game. So let's get into what Halle Berry had to say. Halle Berry recently appeared on the Sex with Emily podcast, where she opened up about intimacy and how her attitude toward relationships has changed over the years. During the conversation, Halle admitted that when she was younger, she sometimes faked orgasms. But her reason wasn't necessarily about trying to deceive someone. She explained that sometimes she simply wanted the experience to be over. Halle described how women can sometimes feel pressure to make their partner feel successful or satisfied, even when they aren't experiencing the same thing themselves. And according to Halle, she eventually realized that constantly prioritizing her partner's ego meant putting her own needs second. That realization changed everything. Naturally, Halle's comments got people talking, because this wasn't just a celebrity sharing a bedroom confession. It touched on a much broader issue: the pressure some people feel to pretend everything is fine in a relationship when it isn't. Halle's message was essentially about honesty. Instead of pretending to enjoy something just to protect someone's feelings, she says both people should be able to communicate openly about what works for them. Because the real issue isn't whether someone has ever faked an orgasm. It's really about why they felt they couldn't simply say, "This isn't working for me." Here's where Halle's story takes an interesting turn. She says the woman she is today is very different from the woman she was in her younger years. Halle explained that she now puts her own comfort and pleasure on equal footing with her partners. If something doesn't feel right, she says she will put a dead stop to it. In other words, she isn't interested in pretending anymore. And her philosophy is simple: intimacy should be mutually enjoyable. Nobody should feel like they have to perform just to protect another person's ego. And Halle's comments come at an important point in her life. She's been increasingly open about aging, menopause, relationships, and women's wellness. She has spoken about how unexpected perimenopause was for her, and how frustrated she felt that doctors hadn't prepared her for the changes she experienced. That experience eventually pushed Halle to become an advocate for women navigating midlife. So, when she talks about intimacy today, she's speaking from a completely different perspective. She's no longer simply discussing relationships. Now, she's talking about women understanding their bodies, communicating their needs, and refusing to feel ashamed about getting older or changing. And that brings us to the real question behind Halle Berry's confession. How many people are pretending to be satisfied in their relationships simply because they're afraid to speak honestly? Halle's story suggests that sometimes what looks like intimacy can actually be communication breaking down. And if someone feels like they have to fake enjoyment to make their partner happy, maybe the bigger problem isn't the bedroom. Maybe it's the lack of honest conversation happening outside of it. Halle says she's reached a point where she refuses to put someone else's expectations ahead of her own experience. And honestly, that may be the most important part of this entire story. Halle Berry has spent decades in the public eye, navigating relationships, marriage, divorce, and now a very public chapter of midlife and wellness. But this latest confession shows that even someone as famous as Halle has had to learn the importance of setting boundaries and speaking honestly. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you think Halle Berry is right that people sometimes pretend to be satisfied just to protect their partner's feelings? Or do you think honesty like this could actually create more problems in a relationship? Drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to Shine My Crown, turn on notifications, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this conversation. Thanks for watching.